This is the lineup for the first of the three semi-finals in the women's 800 metres. RJ Wilson, really good season from the Americans, smashed the national record. She goes in 4. Mel Bishop running very well for the Canadians. And Adele Tracy is about to get a huge reception from another virtual sellout crowd. The British athlete making it through to the semis with a lifetime best. Can't ask any more than that. Really warm round of applause for Tracy. Hedda Hein of Norway went under 2 minutes for the first time here in London in the Diamond League. Mel Bishop, silver in Beijing, 4th in Rio. She's become one of the world's most consistent half-milers. She will be one of the favourites to advance to the big final. Rosemary Almanza, very consistent performer. 4th in the Pan American Games, 4th in the World Juniors a few years ago. Habitam Alemu, 6th in the World Indoors last year. Only just turned 20, a young woman with huge potential. RJ Wilson, World Youth and World Junior Champion, 5th in Moscow. The new American record holder, 1:55.61 in that ridiculously fast race in Monaco. Noelle Yarigo of Benin. She's been given time off by the Benin Air Force to train for these championships. Hannah Hermansson of Sweden. She's only been racing the 800 for 2.5 years. She was a footballer. Down to 2 minutes, 3rd in the national championships. Hermansson of Sweden in 2, Yarigo Benin 3, Wilson, the American record holder, 3rd fastest in the world this year in 4, Alemu, Almanza, Bishop of Canada, Hein and Tracy. Well, RG Wilson has had a great season, but what a good opportunity this is for the American woman to book her place in the final. Watch for Mel Bishop as well, and it is Wilson who has gone out hardest of all. Yarigo of Benin trying to go with her, but as they break down the back straight, Steve, Wilson is fighting for that inside line with Mel Bishop just getting a shove in the back from Almanza. It's the American from the Canadian leading at the moment.
Well, that's right. I was going to say before the start that those two love to lead, Bishop and Wilson. It's going to be a tumble of who goes really to the lead, and as we saw that they break over the back straight, it was the American Wilson that decided to take charge. She did exactly the same in the heats. She loves to front run, but so too the woman behind her as well, Bishop. Those two love to front run, and behind them, obviously the others have been quite happy with this because Alemu, Tracy and the other athletes can finish fast if they have to. The time at the bow, very fast, 57.82.
A brutal pace as we head into the second 400 metres in this, the first of the semis over 800. Wilson has really put her stall out early, and the field, well, they're getting ready to try and close down on the American. She has run 1:55.6 this year for that United States record, but a brutal early pace. Bishop in 2nd, Alemu 3rd, Almanza trying to come wide on the outside. Hein of Norway is stuck on the curve at the moment. She has a couple of metres on Bishop here. Can she hang on down the home straight? That was a very fast first lap. Wilson still in control at the moment. Then Bishop in 2nd. Watch Almanza coming. Hein trying to mount a charge on the inside. Bishop's hanging on to the 2nd spot at the moment. This is really good from Wilson. Comfortably coming towards the line. Look at the time. Wilson from Bishop. Very close between Yarigo on the line there and Almanza for the 3rd spot. They'll have to wait to see if they can go through as the fastest loser. Well, she slowed on the 2nd lap, Wilson, but so did everyone else. That was a great piece of qualification.
Well, it's a great piece of front running. I mean, it was virtually a time trial for AJ Wilson, but I knew that before the start that Wilson and Bishop, the two that finished 1st and 2nd, love to run from the front. That's exactly what they do. And to get a good clean run sometimes in qualifying is the best way of doing it. Bishop did everything she had to do. She just had to hang on to Wilson all the way through, and the qualification was over. Just behind them, really, Yarigo came through from Benin in 3rd. She'll have to wait. It's a fast time, though, 1:59.74. So remember, it's the first two go through, and just 2 fastest losers to the final. It's tough qualifications.
And we had 5 women in that race, Steve, coming home inside 2 minutes. Yarigo finishing 5 100ths in front of Almanza, so they are the 2 fastest losers at the moment. But of course, we do have 2 semi-finals still to come, with the 3 medal favourites going in 2 and 3. Fine run by the American Wilson. RJ Wilson will be in the final, so too Mel Bishop. Yarigo and Almanza have a chance, but they'll have to wait and see.
Well, we just saw a great first heat, very fast indeed from AJ Wilson. And looking at this heat, I can't see any real front runners. I can see a lot of the women that can finish fast, especially the woman there, Casta Semenya, in lane 6. So we go through the lineup now. Verstegen in the outside there. The winner of 14 Dutch titles. She's multi-challenging, this one. 400, 800, 1500 and 400 metres hurdles. Just on the inside of her, a dark horse, I suppose, in this race, Adjuk of Uganda, I should say. She can run really fast over the last 100 metres or so. Not one to be expected. On the inside of her, Charlene Lipsy of the United States, second in the championships. And then the great Casta Semenya, 2 times the world champion, the Olympic champion. And she was 3rd in an unfamiliar event for her here in the 1500 metres. 6th in the Olympic final, Lindsay Sharp. Great favourite with the local crowd. She ran really well in qualifying for this semi-final. And then the European indoor champion, Selina Bucco, Switzerland. Best time this year under that 2-minute barrier. And then 7th in the 1500 metres. Always makes finals, this woman. Angelika Witocka of Poland. And they're making up this field in lane 2. Janaitis of Lithuania. So this is tough qualifications, it really is. Just 2 to qualify. We saw the front running, AJ Wilson, followed by Melissa Bishop, taking it through in under 2 minutes in that first semi-final. Can anybody take the pace up and try and take the sting out of this woman, Casta Semenya? Well, it looks like Semenya is just leading them through. Sharp on the inside of her, though, is coming past her now. And then the inside of that, Bouchard may be taking the pace up at the moment. The break over the back straight. Is the pace going to be fast enough to make this a respectable 800 metres? Sharp maybe just coming ahead, but right from the outside, Verstegen, I think it is, that comes through. Sharp is in front, but only just as the American Lipsy just pushes her aside and moves on to the inside.
Well, no one really wanted to do anything down the back straight, did they? No one really wanted to take it up, and Lipsy, the American, has gone, no, I'm here to get in this top 2. Casta Semenya in the familiar position, centre of the pack. She's just waiting to pounce whenever she's ready. Sharp holds the inside line, but it's Lipsy who's leading the way, the American. 1:57.38 to the best. Let's see what they go through 400 in. Well, it's slower than the first heat, 58.97.
It's slower, but if they can keep this third 200 metres going, then the pace might be good enough to get them under 2 minutes. The Americans seem to like to lead. Lipsy is pulling them through here, just on the outside of her, Verstegen, but here comes Casta Semenya, that low pink stride that she's got round the outside at the moment. On the inside, you can see Sharp just holding the inside curve there, but she is being boxed in slightly. Lipsy is still pushing hard out in front, short, choppy stride. Semenya just easing herself around at the moment. Coming to the fore, well, the world champion and Olympic champion demonstrating why she is just that. So strong. Semenya leads, Lipsy just behind. Sharp in third at the moment, just 2 to qualify. Semenya moving well, she's ahead. Lipsy is going to be in second at the moment, or is she? Sharp is closing down, but it's going to be close on the line. Semenya is there. Sharp is closing. Coming through on the outside is Hitotska. Is she going to get it? She does. Hitotska gets second from nowhere. Well, Semenya so comfortable, so strong, so dominating. But in the end, Hitotska come from nowhere on the inside through to take second place. The winning time, though, 1:58.9. I think some of those athletes in that heat will go through by right, because that was very fast in the end.
And how often do we see that from Hitotska? She was miles out of it coming into the home straight, somehow found a way through on the inside, 1:59.32. She's done it by 3/100ths of a second. Lipsy in third is in a fastest loser spot at the moment, and so is Lindsay Sharp in fourth. But my goodness me, we know Semenya looks comfortable. Watch Hitotska there. She's in, what, 6th place, and somehow she goes to the inside and finds a way through between the curve and the American. Amazing finish by the Polish athlete, it really was.
She went to the outside, she found a gap on the inside, she was snaking all over that home straight, wasn't she, to get a qualification spot, and fair play to her as well because the gap's opened up.
Well, watch this here. You can't see her. She's in the middle of the picture now. She's got to come through to the inside to get through. So watch, she comes through. It's like threading a needle coming down this home straight. It really is. The gap gets smaller. She sees the inside there. She knows she can't come Sharp and Lipsy on the outside, so she comes through on the inside for that 2nd place. Dipping on the line. Wow, a bit of a controversy, I suppose, in the 2nd semi-final. Lindsay Sharp of Great Britain DQ'd. Not sure why that is, but we'll try and chase that up. Nevertheless, Semenya and Hitotska going through. Let's just go a look at possibly the DQ situation in this race. There's Sharp, 3rd at the moment, so she's moving out. Can't see any problems there. Just watch. Lipsy is there. Lipsy comes in front of her though. Not sure, we're still not sure what it is. Bit of pushing there, but yes, just an elbow at the end. Wow. Maybe that's the problem, I don't know.
Well, potentially she might have broke too early down the back straight as well after the first echelon that they run.
I would say it was a bit too hard if that was the case, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll find out. But at the moment, the British athlete's out and the athletes are on track for the 3rd and final semi-final. Christina Herring of Germany, 1:59.54 this year. She'll start on the outside line. In lane number 8, for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Shalana Oshkan-Clark, a world finalist in 2015, the UK indoor and outdoor champion. In lane number 7, Margaret Wambui of Kenya, bronze medals at the 800 in 2016 at both the World Indoors and the Olympic Games, the world number 6 this year. Comfortable qualifying in just over 2 minutes. Lane 6, Joanna Jozwiak of Poland, 5th in the Rio Olympics last year. Just over 2 minutes this season. In lane number 5, the world number 2, the fastest qualifier into these semi-finals, Francine Niyonsaba of Burundi. In lane number 4, Brenda Martinez of the USA, World Championship silver at this event in 2013. Lane number 3, Gina Lostrand of South Africa, the South African number 2 after Caster Semenya, 2:01.5, a lifetime best this season. And completing the lineup in lane number 2, Halima Nakiai of Uganda, the former Commonwealth Youth Champion. So, the 3rd and final semi-final, last 2 automatic places up for grabs. Lipsy and Yarigo are the 2 non-automatic qualifiers at present. Niyonsaba in 5, Wambui in 7. Wilson, Bishop, Semenya, Hitotska already through. So they've seen what has gone before them in terms of the other 2 semi-finals. And Niyonsaba in 5, ponytail bobbing, starting out strong. And they swing into the back straight. Oshkan-Clark looking to put herself in a good position. Wambui in the red. So the British athlete at the 200-metre line, Wambui getting in a bit of trouble, making sure she gets wide in a good position.
Very comfortable for Wambui there. Oshkan-Clark did well though. She came right across the track and closed in on Wambui. That's good. The pace I don't think seems to be fast at the moment. This could be the slowest of these 3 semi-finals, which means that not many of these qualifiers will go through by right. They have to be in the first 2. Let's just get a check at the 400 metres. Remember the others well under the 60-second mark. and this is over, so it's slow.
Well, it is the slowest, just under 61 seconds. Lofstrand, the South African, made a move down the home straight, but that's been swallowed up and trampled on by the other athletes. Neon Saba holds the inside line. Wambui menacingly. Oshkan Clark down the back straight. Josvik looking to get herself in a position, the Polish athlete. So it's going to be an absolute burn-up over this final 200 metres. The slowest semi-final through the bell at 400. Josvik trying to pass Wambui. She's not going to let that happen. Neon Saba puts her foot down. Martinez on the inside for the USA. They swing into the home straight. Neon Saba, Wambui, Martinez, Josvik. Neon Saba looks over her shoulder. Brenda Martinez is looking for an inside line, the American. Neon Saba, Wambui. It's going to be a 1-2 for those athletes. Brenda Martinez is going to come through in third, but it's a 2:01.11. Your two automatic qualifiers are going to be Neon Saba and Wambui. And Martinez, well, she made a brave move, but it was just too slow. You needed under 2 minutes and 1:59.74 to get in, so she won't.
What a shame for the American. Good running there from Neon Saba and Wambui. The two protagonists we thought would qualify have done, but a couple of times Martinez tried to find a way through on the inside. She did it with 200 to go, but was blocked. She tried again in the home straight and then just couldn't find a gap. I think she looked like she had some running in her legs. She just didn't play the right tactical game this time, and bearing in mind she had a medal a few years ago, she just couldn't find a way through. Shame for the American, but Wambui and Neon Saba will be in that big final.
Well, Neon Saba and Wambui, they just held everybody at bay there. They were just too strong. You couldn't get past them, unfortunately. They ran all the way to the line, and there was no way from the inside that anybody could get through.
So confirmation, Neon Saba and Wambui through automatically to the women's 800-metre final. Well, going to be a showdown of the big three again in that women's 800-metre final. Something to look forward to.